My husband's nephew put his hand on me while I was sleeping. If I tell anyone, this whole family will be ruined. My husband's nephew and godson are 15. My husband got a job offer overseas for a month. We live in a house, and because I felt uncomfortable living alone in the house, my sister-in-law, my husband's sister, suggested that I stay with them, in their guest room. I love my husband's family. A big loving family that took me in and welcomed me with open heart and arms, even with me coming from a broken home with no family to love me, especially his oldest sister, 47. My husband and I are 41 and 32. I love staying with my sister-in-law. Everything was going great besides missing my husband, who I spoke to a couple of times a day. I am a night owl, and when everyone went to bed yesterday, I stayed up in the living room to binge House of the Dragon. I must have fallen asleep on the couch. I woke up later to my nephew's hand under my shirt. I pushed him away, but he put his hand on my mouth and pushed me back in the couch. He whacked me hard a couple of times and told me to stop moving. I grabbed a cola glass I had on the coffee table and got him with it. My sister-in-law must have heard him grunting in pain and came downstairs. She started grabbing him and pushing him out. She asked him to go to the guest house, and she went after him, probably to see to his head injury because he was bleeding. She later came back and took me to the bathroom because I had peed myself and hurt my hand with a glass. She later gave me sleeping pills and stayed with me in the room. I woke up today at noon. Everyone but my sister-in-law was away. All the warmth had gone. She told me she was so disappointed in me. She opened her home to me, and yet I used her son. I told her that she knew the truth. She saw everything. She said she saw nothing, and nobody will believe someone like me, and if I wanted it on my conscience to break this family. I wanted to leave, but she blocked my way because what will the family say? I started crying and begged her to let me go, and I won't say anything. Now I'm home and I don't know what to do. This will destroy my husband. He loves his family. They're his pride and prize in life. What if he resented me for breaking his family and ruining their reputation? And worse, what if he didn't believe me? He'll be home in 3 weeks. My husband was floored by his nephew's actions, and honestly he didn't know what to expect from him or his parents anymore. He was scared they would hurt me, so he didn't want me to be alone. He was adamant that I didn't tell his family where I was either. He was just terrified. My husband came home late in the afternoon the next day after my post. I have never been so happy seeing him like I did then. He called his sister and told her he was going over. When he came home, it looked like he had been crying. He asked me if I wanted to press charges and that he wanted me to do it, but only if I wanted. When he was at his sister's, she tried to put the blame on me, but he told her to cut the crap if she really cared about her son. He asked her why she's not more worried about him. The way he escalated to attacking a sleeping family member and go this length to overpower them. He also asked her why she gave me sleeping pills. About that, I don't know why I took them. I just did. I've unfortunately always obeyed people who I thought had authority over me since childhood. She told him that I was panicking and she couldn't calm me down. Anyway, she denied that her son ever done anything like this and that she still thought I came onto him. My husband talked to his nephew as well, and he was saddened to see that he wasn't sorry or affected at all. He didn't apologize even. He said he was trying to wake me up because the couch wasn't comfortable and I heard him. We have made a report. There's not much more I can do. I don't think it will lead to anything. But I wanted it to be out there. My husband's brother called him to yell at him. They have already started with the smear campaign. My husband told them my side. I don't know who they will choose to believe. My husband has 6 siblings. We will have to see how this will unfold. His nephew is still a child, and my husband doesn't really want to hurt him. He thinks he needs help, but not the type his parents are offering. Enabling him. Also, he shares the sentiment that many of you have. This boy will do it again, and probably I wasn't his first. It pains him because he loves him very much. But he needs to tell people what he's capable of doing to protect their families. My husband has been quiet and distant these past couple of days. I didn't know what to do about it. I just felt immensely guilty. I didn't know if I dared to apologize to him and ask his forgiveness for ruining his relationship with his favorite sister and her family. When I finally had the courage to do it, he looked surprised at me. He cried and told me that he was the one who's sorry. He thought that he was finally giving me the big family that I dreamt of. I don't know anything about my family, and he hugged me. I cried in his arms. We don't know what will happen now. We have plans on moving back to the big city. I don't know what to do with my new job. I need to quit after a couple of months. I'm a preschool teacher, so it shouldn't be hard to find a new job or get my old job back. Thank you again. I don't think I will be making any more posts. I just want to heal and move on.